Good morning, children. Welcome back to the class. Today's date is 10th June 2020. So we have been doing module 3 from English workbook. So in our previous class we have discussed about synonyms and singular and plural nouns. Now let's do a quick recap of the previous class. So what are synonyms? Synonyms are words that have the same or almost the same meaning. For example, happy, joyful, cheer. Now these three are different words, right? But they have the same meaning that is equal to each other, right? So such kind of words are called synonyms. A noun that names one person, one animal, one place or one thing is called a singular noun. So when we talk about only one thing or one place or one person, only one, that means it is a singular noun. For example, car, dog, boy, church. A noun that names more than one person, animal, place or thing is called a plural noun. So when we talk about more than one, it may be two, it may be three, or it may be 10, 20,000. So the numbers may increase, but it should be more than one. Then it is called a plural noun. For example, cars, dogs, boys and churches. Then we have talked about the rules of changing singular noun to plural noun. So let us read one by one. The first one is most nouns are made plural by adding s to the end of the singular form. So we already know that most of the nouns we can change from singular to plural by adding s at the end of the word, right? For example, car become cars, pencil become pencils, right? Next one, adding es to the nouns that ends with ch, sh, o, s, double s, x and z. For example, when we say this one, the words which ends with these words in this particular alphabet ch, sh, o, s, double s, x and z, we changed into plural by adding es at the end of the words. For example, ostrich. You can see the word at the end, it has ch, right? So we will be adding es to make it plural, so it will become ostriches. In the same way, dish has sh, right, at the end, so we will be adding es to make it plural, so dish become dishes. In the same way, mango becomes mangoes, bus become buses, princess become princesses, fox become foxes, quiz become quizzes. So today we will be discussing about has, have, do and does. So the objectives of today's class are to be able to use has and have appropriately in sentences and to be able to use do and does appropriately in sentences. So these are the two objectives that we will be getting from today's class. Now let's start with has and have. So has and have, when do we use has and have? Do you know that? Yeah, has and have are used to show possession, to own. Now I have a car. The car belongs to me, right? I own it. The car is owned by me. That means that is a possession. That means I own it. That's why I'm using I have a car. Now as you can see on the screen, these are some of the examples from your book. I have a pet dog. The elephant has a long trunk. She has a funny face. Now I have a pet dog. The boy owns the pet dog, right? Therefore the sentence is I have a pet dog. The elephant has a long trunk. The trunk belongs to the elephant. He cannot borrow it, right? So the elephant has a long trunk. She has a funny face. The face belongs to the girl. Therefore, we are using has. She has a funny face. Now let's come to the use of has and have. So when do we use has and have? Has and have are doing words or action words that show belonging, which I have already discussed. We use has with the pronouns he, she and it. We use have with the pronouns I, we, you and they. Singular nouns use has, plural nouns use have. Now as you can see, I guess you have noticed, now he, she and it, these three are singular nouns, right? So we are using has. But what about I and you? So I and you are there along with we and they. Now we already know we and they are plurals, right? So we will be using have. So it is already there. But what about I and you? So only with the singular I and you. This is a very exceptional case, okay? Other than the plural, only with I and you, we use the have. Clear? Always remember it. Has is used for singular nouns and have is used for plural nouns. But only with only the singular I and you, we use the word have. Clear? So this is the use of has and have. Let's read out some of the sentences. Now, as you can see, we will be starting with has. We already know that we use has with the singular noun. Now, he, she, it, right? He has a car. She has a dress. It. Now, why do we use it? It actually symbolizes nothing, because suppose the example, if I can relate it, the butterfly is sitting on the flower. It has beautiful wings. Now I have used it, the butterfly, right? The butterfly is a male or a female. We don't know that. When we don't know the gender, whether it is a male or a female, in that case we are going to use it. Clear? When I'm going to repeat it, when we don't know the gender of that person, animal, okay, of that living being. Suppose the animal, we don't know whether the dog is a male or a female. So therefore, we are going to use it. In the same way, the butterfly, we don't know whether the butterfly is a male or a female. Therefore, we are using it here. The butterfly is sitting on the flower. It has beautiful wings. Clear? Now let's move towards the examples of have. I have a pin. So this is a I is a singular noun. Remember, have is used with plural except I and you, which are singular noun. So I have a pen. So I have a pen. That means the pen belongs to me. We have bought groceries. So we is a plural noun. So we have bought groceries. You have a balloon. As you is a singular, so we will be using only one balloon. You have a balloon. Now they have balloons, and now they is a plural, so there will be more than one balloon, so it will be they have balloons. Clear? Remember, has with singular, have with plural. Only I and you is included. Only I and you we use have. Clear? Now let's move towards the exercise. Now, as you can see on your book, we have the exercise 3.3. Fill in the blanks with has or have. One is done for you. So number one has been already done for you. It has a long neck. Now why it is using it? Because the giraffe, it is a giraffe, right? We don't know whether it is a male or a female. Therefore, that's why the it has been used. It has a long neck. Now it is a singular noun. Therefore, we are using has. Now let us do with number 2. Elephants dash big ears. Now as you can see here, the elephant has s. That means it is a plural, right? Elephants. Elephants dash big ears. So what we can write here, when do we use, when there is plural, what do we use? Has or have? Yes, we use have. So elephants have big ears. In the same way, you are going to do the other part. I will be sharing the answers in my next class. Now let's come to do and does. Now when do we use do and does? So do and does are used when we want to ask yes or no questions. So when we are going to ask questions, we use do and does. Now let us read the uses of do and does from your book. Do and does show actions and ask questions. So they show actions as well as ask questions. Now we use does with the pronouns he, she, it and singular nouns. And we use do with the pronouns I, we, you, they and plurals. and plural nouns. It is the same way as the has and have. So in the same way as we here also with the does, we use does with he, she and it, and do with I, we, you and they, which are plurals. We and they are plurals, but only with I and you we use do. Now with the singular nouns we use does, and plural nouns we use do, except I and you. Clear? Let us discuss the sentences now. So let's begin with the word does. Okay, now these are the when do we use the word does? When it is or when the pronouns are singular. For example, he, does he walk with you? She, does she have a car? It, does it snow in winter? So here we are asking questions because only we have to reply it with yes or no, because these are yes or no questions. So I am going to repeat it. He, does he walk with you? We can reply it yes or no. She, does she have a car? Yes, she have a car, right? It, does it snow in winter? We don't know winter is a male or a female. That's why we are using it here. Next, we are going with the do. So in the same way, do we use with like the has and have, do we use with plural, except with I and you, which are singular, but we use do here. So I, do I know you? We, do we know each other? You, do you like ice cream? They, do they speak English? So these are some of the questions that have been formed using the pronouns and also the do. So always remember has for the singular, have for the plural, except I and you. In the same way, do for the singular, does for the singular, do for the plural, except I and you. Clear? Now let's move towards the exercise. 3.4. Fill in the blanks with does or do. One is done for you. Now here you have to look into whether the sentence is a singular or a plural. Now the first one is already done for you. Dash, you like to eat apples. So you like to eat apples. So you is there, right? You we use with, though it is singular, we use with the plural thing, that is the do, right? Therefore it will be do. Do you like to eat apples? Next, number 2. Does he keep his toys neatly? Now he is a singular. So which one we are going to use? Do or does? Yes, we are going to use does. Does he keep his toys neatly? The other part you are going to do it on your own. I'll be sharing the answers in my next class. Okay, so now let's come to the summary part. As we have come to the end of today's discussion, let's do the summary of what we have read or what we have discussed. So has and have are used to show possession, to own or belonging, right? And do and does are used when we want to ask yes or no questions. Clear? Or these are the action words. Then with the uses of the has and have. So we use has with singular nouns, right? Also the pronouns are he, she, it. Clear? Then we use have with plural nouns. The pronouns are we and they, but also with I and you, which are singular. We use we use have with these two words also. Other than the plural, we use have with I and you. In the same way, does and do. Does we use with the singular nouns like he, she, it. Clear? And do we use with a plural form, that is we and they, except with along with I and you. So always remember has and does with singular, have and do with plural, and that too with I and you, including I and you. So this is the end of the today's discussion. The story writing and one more is here, so that we will be discussing in our next class. Do the exercises, try to understand what this has, have, do and does, and when do we use it. And exercises, you do it on your own, whatever is left out. I will be sharing the answers in my next class. So here I end my class. Thank you.